Alright, what's up guys? How are you doing? My name is Preston, and I'm just gonna show and go over in a 3-course video how I started a legit business at 15 years old. And I'm just putting that out there just to say, like, if I started a business, anyone at any age could start one. And I'm not talking like just a lemonade stand or a reselling business or drop shipping. Um, and I'm not saying those don't work, and I have tried those, but those are a good foundation to start with. Just trying to sell something or just putting yourself out there. But I'm talking about like a real LLC manufactured, just real business that has real guidelines that are put in place. And yeah, so this is the start of the journey. It's been like a year that I've been working on this product, and I'm just gonna share with you guys because all the foundation, like, you guys might not have the same idea of the product, right? But the foundation of what you guys want and how you're gonna register the business, it all stays the same. And like, just, I mean, there's some here and there's that are different for what kind of business you're starting, but in general, like, the foundation and like the guidelines you got to follow to register your business is the same. So I'm gonna go over that with you guys, and yeah, this will be a good journey. So yeah, let's get into this. All right, so I'm just gonna start off and put this out there. The business I started was a candy business, and you might be thinking like, well, like candy, like sugar, like how is that profitable or anything like that? But the candy is actually protein candy, and each bag has 20 grams of protein, vitamin A, B, C, D, E, and K, through a natural ingredient called chlorella, and it also has electrolytes through coconut water. So yeah, and that's what I went with because me and my brother, me and my brothers, we all love sugar, and like this was a big like thing for us that my mom was like, yo, we gotta cool them down on sugar. So we started with this, and it's just been a journey. And I'm gonna go over how I started it. And even if you don't have those plans in mind where you're trying to start a candy business, and be called a candy man, you can use the same foundation and the same rules that apply to this and how I started this with your business and whatever that is. If you're trying to, like, I don't know, it doesn't even need to be food, like, I don't know, a real estate business or something like that. Like, these like rules still stay in place, and the rules you got to follow are still set in stone for you to follow. And I'm just gonna go over and educate people because, I mean, why not? Like, it's just better if more people know. So we got better products on the market, we have more people thriving, and it's just a better environment when everything is thriving. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna first start off by saying you need a product that is different, right? So in my product, it's a protein candy, as benefits with the chlorella. It has coconut water in it, and those are real benefits, and those have real impact when you're taking that instead of Haribo's sugar candy, right? So when you're diluting the sugar in that and you're putting it into protein, that has a benefit on your life. And like, whenever you're starting a business, it needs to change something, or you have to have a problem that you're trying to make a solution for, right? So that was a solution to our problem, and that's why I started with the candy. And it's not all gonna be rainbows with this idea that you make. It will be ups and downs. You'll change your ideas multiple times. For example, we started with hot fries because I mean, who doesn't like hot fries, right? So we started with hot fries, and we made those protein, and dude, those were so bad. Like, we made those and like tried them right off the batch. We let them sit for a little bit, and those were horrible. So yeah, like, I mean, things are gonna happen, and not everything's gonna go how you want it to. Like, if that never happened and we never failed, we would never have made the idea of starting candy or a protein candy, right? So I mean, those like challenges, they lead you to your successes. And like, I would just say, like, keep persevering through those challenges. Like just keep going, because those challenges are there for a reason, and they're there to teach you something. And I used that, and we tried candy, right? So after that, after the hot fries were a total waste, we tried candy, and the first batch was horrible, and we probably went 5 more times of just like gelatin, water. This was at home too, in the kitchen, and like it was horrible. But we knew, like, we could work with it. Like, I mean, it wasn't as bad as the hot fries, because that was horrendous, but we knew we could work with it. So when we started, we just kept going, and like every batch got a little bit better. Like, we changed a little bit things in each batch, maybe like the sugar content, or I don't know, but just little things, and we changed it each time. And that's what really like helped us get to a final product, and like just continue to build that path, continue to build the overall thing that we wanted. And yeah, so I would say for this point, just find something different. Like, another benefit of our gummies, or not benefit, but difference from normal gummies, is ours don't have red 40, they don't have any unnatural flavors, any unnatural colors. So you need something different, right? Because if you're putting something that's already on the market's just going to eat it up. Like, it's just not going to work at all. And like, just look for something different. And that's just what I would say. That's what I would end with, because like, when you're solving the problem, more than likely other people are going to have the same problem as you. So when other people have the same problem, there's money to be spent on the solution. So just keep that in mind when you're looking for, so like, if you want to start a business, just look for a challenge that you have in your life and try and solve that. And it's kind of like I would compare it to a riddle, where you're looking for the solution, and like, you keep trying and trying, but like, it takes time. And even just to formulate the idea, that took time. And I'm not solo on this either. Of course, I have my dad, and like, I had my peers and my friends and everyone that helped me, and they let me try it. So it definitely helps having support on you, and like, just everything was like, I don't know, like, I don't believe things happen by luck. And the idea of the hot fries not working out and us getting to gummies, and just continue to be motivated to put something on the market that's never been there before, that's different, and that's what people look for. So yeah, so I'm gonna end on that, and I'm just gonna go to the next step, and that'll be step 2 of making it real. So yeah, I'll catch you in that one. Alright, so here's the fun part, right? This is where we start getting our hands dirty, we start putting in that work, and yeah, we just start this. So what you want to do is, I already have it set up a little bit. We're going to go through, and you're going to let me adjust this. Okay. So what you're going to go is, you're going to do a business. I'll just search it up with you guys. Oh, business entity search. Okay. Business entity search. And based on your state you're in, it's going to do that. So let's go. I'm in Michigan right now. So this is business entity search. This is where we start making our stuff real. So I trademark performance candy. Right. So I'll show you in just a second why this shows what it does. But I chose performance candy, right? So let me just make sure this is getting everything right. Okay. So I chose performance candy. And I chose this because, let's say I chose sour candy. I'm limited to sour candy now. So why would I choose that? I need to pick something where I can grow on. Let's say my one flavor does great. My one chewy soft candy does great. Now I want to make more money. I want to come out with more ideas. Performance candy. I can make hard candy now. I can make soft. I can make any kind of candy, right? And it won't go against what I had this corporation under, okay? And I don't need to make a new one. Don't need to start from scratch. So this is the hard part, especially. What's happening? Okay. Hello. Oh. Let's get back. I'll just keep it. All right. This is the hard part, especially for teens. Just making that decision and putting that, like, it's hard, and I understand that. So, like, what you should do is go into chat. I'm gonna be honest, like, helps you a lot. Especially with this stuff when you don't know exactly what you're gonna do. I want this on the back color. So go to chat, ask it, like, what do you want? Like, whatever your name is, go to it and ask what a good business entity name is, and then you got one. So we got performance candy. But the trick is now the hard part. You gotta go to if you're in the US, you gotta go to 50 states, all right? And look up business entity state in Florida, business entity state in Missouri. Yo, I'm slow, bruh. All right, not Missouri, St. Louis. I need to go back to geography. But, so you got to go to these different states, right? And you got to look up what your name that you're trademarking. Performance candy. I already went to every 50 state, and I looked that up, and nothing showed it. But, see, here's the problem. We got performance candy, but it's not registered yet, so you can't just think it's yours. So this is what we did. You got it. You can go on things like GoDaddy or something like that. So that's what I have already. And I did this as an example. So I messed up the previous video because I'm just smart. Let's do these. This is what my company's under. All right. Z Sports Snacks. It's taken, right? That sucks. Dang it. Now, I can use this, and let's say it says right here, taken, right? So it gives you information on what you can do right here. Net, it changes .org, whatever. If I want this, let's just use an example. I don't even know, bro. Use as an example. Somehow this was already taken. CharlieBrown.com is taken. Okay. So I can change it. .net, .whatever, right? So now I got that. And now whatever you decide. Here, let me go to this so I can make this pretty clear. Whatever you decide on what you want for your business, you got to make sure you have a domain. If you don't have a domain, you don't even have a business name. It's as simple as that. Your business doesn't even it's not even a business at this point. It's like doing your little TikTok shop or whatever. It's not a real business. So you need this domain in order to formulate your business, formulate your company. So you put that in, you got the domain, we're doing good, right? You buy the domain. Okay. So that's where some people get a little, they don't want to spend their money on this stuff. But if I learned anything from this is you got to take risks. You got to invest into yourself. So let's say, and it's not even expensive. I want .net, charliebrown.net, $15. charliebond.org, $10. I don't know exactly why it's changed on how much it is, or based on net, info, whatever. But that's just how it is, and it's gay. But yeah, I can't do anything about that. Let's say we buy that, we invest into ourselves, right? We're doing good. Okay? So this is where it gets a little bit trickier, and it's just going to keep getting trickier, and that's just how it works. Okay. So now we're at this point, we have a domain, and we're good. So what we do now is we want to make, this is a little tricky, we want to put our corporation into a structure. So you can choose a C Corp, an LLC, an S Corp, or a nonprofit. And I mean, let's say you want to do a nonprofit. God bless your soul. Okay? You're a great person. Yeah. I'm proud of you. You're a great person. But I mean, right now I want to make money, and I'm assuming most of you probably do. Some of you don't. That's okay. Hey, you have an amazing heart. But that's probably I'll do that later down the line. I'll get my donations in. Be great. Help a lot of people. That's great. But right now, the focus of this is to build this brand. And actually, in this brand, I am partnered with this other company, and I donate to them with every sale I make. Okay? So it's not a nonprofit, but I'm still making money, and I'm donating. Being a good citizen. So, okay. So I choose an LLC and choose all these things, nonprofit, and I'm just gonna split everyone into just little kid terms, just so you understand easier. A C Corp is basically where you just add Inc. at the end, just INC. So this one would be zsportsnacks.inc. And then, like, it's just typically with a C Corp, there's different benefits, but with a C Corp, you pay more taxes. And these are all tax beneficial, and the reason for all these different corporations you can put your business under. An S Corp. So let's go into S Corp. S Corp is a partnership. So let's say you and your buddy decide to make a business. Great, hope you guys do well. And you partner with another company to create your business. So let's say Little Jimmy and Little Tommy created their business, and they're selling fruit snacks, right? They're fruit snack business, and they partner with protein business. So now they got protein fruit snacks, right? Great. They should put that under an S Corp. Okay? So now we're going to go to an LLC. An LLC stands for Limited Liable Company. Oh, Limited Liability Company. Okay? And I'm personally in an LLC. Z Sports Snacks is an LLC. And the reason behind this, because it's more flexible. And with all these corporations, you have to register into a state. Like I said before, when we went on business entity search, it's registered into a state, right? It doesn't matter which state you're in, it just needs to be a state, okay? Okay, so with the LLC, the difference is you can hire or you cannot hire people. And that's basically just that's just how it goes. So, all right. So, but the best decision is to talk with a tax attorney about this stuff. And I know not everyone gets these opportunities to talk with a tax attorney. And you kind of have to make these decisions with research you do. I only have limited time here, so I can't tell you everything. But you do need to talk with a tax attorney, and just to get professional advice and help, so you know what you're gonna do, and you just know like exactly what you need for this business and how it will help you. So yeah, like now I hope that you're in a great position and you just basically started a business. You got your corporation, you got your domain, you got your name, you got what you stand for as your company. And that's great, because that's a great place to start. And you just want to be there. And it does take time, it does take a little bit of cash. But I mean, what I would say is, if you want to make money, do a little side hustle for a second. And that's what I did. I did reselling personally, and that definitely helped with a lot of the money that I spent with this. So, I mean, it's fast. In fact, I'm not going to lie to you. I've done a lot of these things. Fast money is not the way to go. Like, it's not good for you in the long run, because at a certain point, at a certain time, it's not liable, and it's not where you should put your foundation of life and your living status on, because you're always hustling. And you should always be hustling, but just getting a new product and selling it it's hard when you're doing this in the long run, okay? So a little side hustle for a second, that's fine, great. I wouldn't try and do this for the long run. And that's just my personal advice. That's what I've been through, and that's why I have the point of view I have, because I don't see where doing like all this, like selling this stuff like hoodies or whatever you're selling, will be profitable in the long run. And it will be profitable in the short time, but just make some cash, okay? Do some lawn mowing, help your neighbors out, they'll enjoy that. Or I don't know, just make some little bit of money, start this, and then yeah, you'll be set, okay? So I think this video, we're about to be wraps, and I'm gonna make video 2 in a minute. Not today, it's late, man. But that is gonna be about the manufacturing side, where you literally don't get any information about through the real world. And I'm gonna teach you how to make an EIN number, which is basically a social security number for your business, how to start getting in that process of manufacturing, how to start reaching out to manufacturers, just how to grow it, and to get in this process where you have this company, you have this formulation, and I'm looking for a bag of the candy I have. Looks like I don't have any by me, but you get in this process where you're formulating, you got a website, and you're getting into market. That's the biggest thing you can do. You're launched. At that point, that's what we're gonna go over next video. So yeah, so this was my first video, and low-key, I think it went good. But we'll see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys learned a little bit, maybe. I know I'm probably confusing sometimes or whatever, but I mean, like I said, like the stuff that I'm teaching you and the stuff that I put in place and I've learned from is anyone can do, any age. And it doesn't matter, let's say you're a grown-ass man, you're, I don't know, 60 years old, chilling at home, drinking a beer, and you're like, man, I want to start a protein beer company. All right, you do you, bro. You do you. And just, it doesn't matter where you are in life, just start. And that's the biggest problem. And like, just starting is like, I don't know. It's something about it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've got clowned for this. I've got like teased over having this protein business being called Candyman, which I'm fine with. You know, like, not a lot of kids my age are doing this. And that's what makes it hard. They're all day trading. They're all doing their own thing. And that's fine, you know. But, like, when you want to go out there, get things done, and you want to start this, you'll do it. You just got to believe in yourself. You just got to start. You just got to go for it. And I'm not saying it'll work. Probably, in my eyes, like, when you put your 100% into everything, there's no way it'll fail. 100%. Talking blood, sweat, and tears into everything. It's not gonna fail. But like I said, like, you got to be committed. You got to be 100% committed. You can't just half-ass it, because honestly, you're not gonna get anywhere. Even when you're starting a real business, because that's hard. Especially when we're in school, we're managing school, the stress levels of that. I get this is hard. I get not everyone has the privilege to do this. I understand that. But at the end of the day, like, if you want this bad enough, you'll go out and get it. You'll go out and work for it. So, yeah, that's the end of this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys maybe, learned some stuff. We're going to go over this stuff. We're going to go over banking. Make some bread in there. And we're going to go over how to create a website and just everything of more of the foundations and growing on the foundations we've already set in place. And I hope you're learning. I hope you're growing. So, yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. I'll see y'all in the next video.